Welcome to Roll for Turaco. Welcome to Roll for Turaco. This is Frank. And a while ago, I made a video where I talked about Goobs, a game created by 9 Ink Games. And I played that a while ago with my kids. They enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. One thing that I thought could improve it is having a set of paper miniatures that I didn't have to, kind of look for with the stuff I already have. Something designed specifically for that game. So I made some, and I did use some that I already had made, and I have that available on a PDF. It's on DriveThruRPG. There's a link in the description below. You can go directly there and buy your own set of system agnostic paper miniatures that you can use in Goobs or in other role-playing games. I had fun making them, so these are the ones that I made specifically for Goobs. Let's get to it. I started with a simple but effective skeleton that is Warhammer inspired. I used that skeleton to build this first suit. This is War Axe. I gave him a skull on his chest. He has a giant axe. He is medieval inspired, so I gave him that look, that style. This guy, I used the same skeleton to build this guy, or this suit. This is a little bit more Warhammer inspired. You can see it a little bit more in the design of the suit. I do try to make it my own. He sports a double hammer crest on his chest and also on his forehead. You don't see it here, but I do give him a giant hammer on his back. This is Banhammer. This armor has become my favorite armor. Allow me to formally introduce you to War Penguin. I really like this armor. I like how this came out, and I like the idea of an army of war penguins marching down the road about to cause havoc or maybe break up the havoc. That's the great thing about these paper miniatures that I'm designing that are now available on DriveThruRPG, is that you can make up your own adventure using these paper miniatures, using these characters. So this is a suit of armor, a high-tech armor. If you want a penguin to be controlling this armor, go ahead. I endorse an army of penguin wearing sci-fi-esque penguin armor. I originally drew this design a few years ago for a mini comic that I drew, and I took the armor, and the idea behind this, what if that original armor was mass-produced by a military program? This is the idea behind this particular armor, the Demolisher. All 4 miniatures are complete, but I need more war penguins in my war penguin army. I give you the Space Militia and the Heroics. Those were the armored miniatures that I drew for Goobs, and here they are. You can print them out. You can use them for Goobs. You can use them for any TTRPG, any RPG that you can use paper miniatures. They are system agnostic. You can just have them as game pieces or just little figures. Look at them, aren't they cool? And they move. Not really. So you can use this with anything. I think anything sci-fi, these would fit really well. I did design them to be Warhammer-esque, and I did add a little bit more sci-fi, especially with the War Penguin right here. And that is an armored suit, but who knows? There could be a penguin wearing that suit. It's up to you at your table. Now, these are also compatible with the up-and-coming Warp Anchor 7 because you also get these 2 miniatures. They might look familiar. This is Captain Goggles. This is Masked Woman. Although when you buy the file, they have a different name. So you can use them however you want. You don't have to worry about This has to be for Warp Anchor 7. No, you can use them however you want. They will be making an appearance in Warp Anchor 7. You can use them with Warp Anchor 7. And let me actually show you what you get with that file. I do have the entire Space Militias PaperMiniatures with the heroics printed out, although I did cut some of the miniatures out and I will be showing them displayed, but I did want to show everything. So I screen recorded the ones that I cut out, and I will be showing that right after I show all the illustrations, finishing with the Demolisher. Okay, so that's the first page, and you don't have to print this out. And here we have the Defender. And when I printed this out, I actually asked someone at the library to print this out for me, and they printed out full size, which cut out the names in the bottom, the classes. So the miniatures did come out a little bit bigger. Now, if you print it at fit to size, you shouldn't have that problem. So that's the Defender, the Sentinel, and I do like how these came out in color. Oh, check out this. She didn't get her title cut out, so that's cool. The Commander, the Soldier. All right, now we're going into the Space Militia. So here we have War Axe, the Banhammer, the War Penguin. That leaves the Demolisher. Alright, so I'm going to cut to the screen recording, and then I'll cut back. There is the War Penguin. Alright, let's scroll down here, and this is the color version of the Space Militia. We have the Demolisher, War Axe, War Penguin, and Banhammer. Alright, now let's get a closer look at Banhammer again. Alright, there he is. I did give it Iron Man colors. I don't remember if that was intentional or not. Let's go down again. And here we have the color version of what I'm calling in this pack the Heroics. So that's the Defender, and this is a class that is going to be in Warp Anchor 7. And in here, I just call him the Defender. It's Captain Goggles. The Commander, again, another class. All these will be classes in Warp Anchor 7. Captain Courage. Sentinel, Masked Woman. And Soldier, Sergeant Liberty. So, I do only have her as a soldier. I will be making another pack with different soldiers. At least another 4 more. But that's later. We're going to skip to Banhammer again, but just his miniatures. Here it is. And let's skip to the War Penguin. It's the colored version of War Penguin. I don't color the backs. I just darken them. Alright, this is the black and white version, so we're going to skip down to the War Penguins again, but the black and white version. Right, so these are a little different. This sheet, I added an extra War Penguin up here. and you have 2 rows of more war penguins, but we're going to take a closer look. So this is the original, and let's scroll down to these. So I changed the insignia a little bit, slightly altered, and I added this to the pack. Let's see, I'm looking for any other changes. And I didn't stop there. I changed the insignia again here. And I changed up the pack a bit, and look, has a little blaster. But these are also blasters. So these are the war penguins. All right, that's the Space Militias, the paper miniatures, Space Militias and Heroics. And I'm just counting these the armored paper miniatures, but I just didn't put that here. Right, here's the sheet with the War Axe miniatures. So the front is in color, and the back is just darkened a bit. This is the Demolisher. The black and white version of all of these. Right. Got Banhammer, Demolisher, we already had War Axe, and these were ones that I had cut out, but I printed these just regularly in black and white, size to fit, or fit to size. So originally, when these were printed out full size, this sheet, because it has that extra on here on top, part of the legs were cut off. So if you are going to print them full size, you will lose up to here, but all the other ones came out just fine. Here they are, all 4 of them, all of them cut out. These are the larger versions. So we got the Defender, Sentinel, Commander, Soldier, War Axe, Demolisher, War Penguin, and Banhammer. They sure do look lonely. Let's fix that. Here's the whole gang with a few extras. Get some Banhammers here in the back. We got the 4 main right up here. A few extra War Penguins. Got more down here. Now let's look at these. So this is the main one, the colored versions. This is the taller one, and these are the regular size. So this is the main one, but black and white. So you can see they have different ranks. Their insignias are different, and their packs are different. And that is what you get. I think you do get a lot for $4, and you can make your own penguin army. And you get a lot of armored penguins. Well, this has been Frank Salazar with Roll for Turaco. So if you want to support this channel, you can do it by buying the PDF, buying these paper miniatures. There's a link in the description below, along with my Gumroad. You can buy other stuff on there too. And I do have the PayPal tip jar, which is now the donation jar for Roll for Turaco RPG Club. So anything that goes to that specifically, that goes to help stuff here in the club. I can buy more books, I can buy more dice, more other paper miniatures, not my own, or miniatures from other places that we can use here in the club in our games. And you can also subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment, leave a like, share out this video. I hope to hear from you soon. This has been Frank Salazar with Roll for Turaco, and I leave you with this.
Penguins lined in the snow, black and white thunder ready to go. Steel on their wings and fire in their eyes, rolling like icebergs claiming the prize. March on, never back down. March on, no other ground. Blades on their flippers flashing the morn, shielded and fearless from scorn. Drums on their chest keep pounding the charge, with battered old banners flying so large. Winds keep blowing, but they never slow, marching for glory where few dare to go. Armored for penguins lined in the snow, black and white thunder ready to go. Steel on their wings and fire in their eyes, rolling like icebergs claiming the prize.
In a world where dice determine your fate, and the only thing holding you back is your imagination, embark on a journey of adventure, perils, mayhem, and treasure. Unlock the hero within, and don't forget to roll for Turaco. Subscribe.